Bạn đang chỉ tìm một công việc hay một sự nghiệp đầy cơ hội thăng tiến? Bạn hài lòng với những lý thuyết trong sách vở hay muốn tham gia những dự án tầm cỡ thế giới? Bạn thỏa hiệp với một vị trí tạm ổn hay bứt phá để tạo vị thế riêng? HCL, tập đoàn công nghệ hàng đầu thế giới trong 44 năm qua, nay đã đến Việt Nam để giúp bạn kiến tạo tương lai, cùng bạn định hướng sự nghiệp và khai mở tiềm năng từ hôm nay để bạn sẵn sàng lập trình ngày mai. Từ hàng không đến ngân hàng, từ bán lẻ đến y tế, từ dầu khí đến du lịch, vận tải và logistics, HCL đã và đang giúp các đối tác dẫn đầu trong mọi lĩnh vực. Với những mối quan hệ chiến lược bền vững, với hơn 153.000 nhân tài trẻ năng động từ khắp các châu lục, với sản phẩm và dịch vụ tân tiến đáp ứng từng yêu cầu riêng biệt, HCL đã cải tiến các hoạt động của doanh nghiệp tại hơn 55 quốc gia. Giờ đây, bạn hoàn toàn có thể cùng chúng tôi bước tiếp. Gia nhập HCL ngay!
Xin trân trọng chào đón quý vị đang có mặt tại hội thảo trực tuyến Digital Engineering Insight and Opportunity được tổ chức bởi tập đoàn công nghệ HCL Technologies. Đầu tiên, mình xin gửi lời chào và lời chúc sức khỏe, đồng thời cảm ơn sự hiện diện của quý vị trong sự kiện ngày hôm nay. Good morning and welcome to virtual session Digital Engineering Insight and Opportunities organized by HCL Technologies. First of all, I would like to send my greeting and thanks for your presence in today's event. Thưa quý vị, cách mạng công nghiệp 4.0 là thời điểm mang đến sự thay đổi toàn diện cho hệ thống sản xuất. Đây là sự kết hợp của công nghệ trong nhiều lĩnh vực nhằm nâng cao năng suất lao động và tối ưu hóa chi phí vận hành nhân sự. Điều này tác động đến kinh tế, xã hội của nhiều quốc gia trên thế giới. Và để làm rõ hơn về chủ đề này, các chuyên gia của HCL sẽ mang lại những kiến thức chuyên sâu về công nghệ trong lĩnh vực sản xuất. Industry 4.0 is time to bring comprehensive change to the production. This is combination of technologies manifold in order to improve labor productivity, optimize operating and personal costs, and continue the topic of digital manufacturing. Today's event will bring in deep knowledge of technologies applications in the manufacturing sectors and explore HCL Expand 4.0. Và nếu có câu hỏi, vui lòng comment bên dưới, chúng tôi sẽ giải đáp tại phiên hỏi đáp cuối chương trình. Xin cảm ơn. If you have any questions, please comment below. We will answer the Q&A sessions. Và để bắt đầu, mình xin mời ông Ravi, giám đốc phụ trách HCL Việt Nam có đôi lời phát biểu. So to begin, I would like to invite Mr. Ravi, Resident Director of HCL Vietnam, to have speech. Please.
Thank you, Catherine. Xin chào and a very good morning to all. Welcome to the 5th edition of HCL's Knowledge Series, where we talk about new technologies, applications in the real world, and opportunities available to learn and build a career around them. Today's topic is digital engineering. My name is Ravi and I'm the Resident Director of HCL Vietnam at Hanoi. I will briefly talk about HCL Technologies and HCL Vietnam before handing over to my colleague TS to present on today's topic. Can we start the presentation, please? Thank you. Next slide, please. Next slide. Can we move to the next slide, please? Anand? Okay, till the slides come up, let me talk briefly about HCL. So HCL is a 44-year-old global IT services company headquartered in India. We have got a revenue of over $10 billion and we are present in 50 countries. HCL Vietnam is our latest entrant to HCL family. Total employee base for our company is 168,000 spread across the 50 countries that I mentioned about. And we have a total of 127 nationalities, and we have been ranked number one best employer in the world in India, and globally as number 30. We have 157 nationalities spread across the 50 countries that I've been talking about. Uh, Briefly, to give you more about HCL, HCL started way back in 1976. Yep. So sorry for that. So HCL started in 1976 in India, and we started with our journey of manufacturing personal computers in 1978. In fact, HCL was the first Indian computer manufacturer to have an 8-bit personal computer manufactured, which was 3 years before IBM came up with the PC. And then in 1989, we came up our Unix-based 32-bit multiprocessor. 1993, our journey moved forward, where we were instrumental in digitizing Asia's largest stock exchange. And formally, HCL moved into the IT services sector in 1997. And ever since, we have been growing in this area across different lines of business that we have put together in our service portfolio, which I'll talk about shortly. From 2016, we have been investing in new developing capacities and capabilities in new areas like artificial intelligence, digital technologies, cloud, Internet of Things, cybersecurity. 2018 was a very interesting year for us, where we acquired some of the iconic IBM products. I'll briefly talk about that in next subsequent slides. And we have been expanding our ecosystem by collaborating with technical giants like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, SAP, and Cisco. So overall, HCL provides end-to-end services, and some of these services are getting delivered from different global delivery centers that we have, and these are the ones that we are bringing to Vietnam as well. Like I mentioned, HCL was ranked as number one in the world's best employers, number one in India, number 5 in the Asia Pacific and Oceania region, and number 30 globally. There was a survey done by Forbes to 2020, where 750 multinational companies were evaluated, and these are the results that we came up with. Core values for HCL: employee first. That's a philosophy that we believe in, and this is also a case study in Harvard Business School, where we focus more on the on the employees. We believe that if we treat our employees well, they are going to be treating our customers, and it's a win-win situation for all of us. A strong focus on value system, trust, transparency, and flexibility. Apart from the business side, HCL is a socially responsible organization and has been contributing to the underprivileged in India, and different places in different sectors within India, in the rural areas as well as in the urban areas. Lastly, our motto is a relationship beyond the contract, which means that the relationship that we build with our strategic customers can go beyond the contract, and we continue to deliver services and add value to our strategic relationships. Our overall integrated portfolio has 3 lines of business. One is IT and business services, which is a standard. Next slide, please. No, yeah, no. Next, previous slide. Yeah. So we have application services, infrastructure management services, and business services, digital business process automation services. Then we have the engineering and R&D services. And today's session is falling under engineering and R&D services. The third area for us is products and platforms, where we have developed and we are continuously innovating in some of the IT products and platforms to be serviced from Vietnam as well for our global customers. Just to give you a snapshot of the three services, so this gives you the overall framework for our IT and business services. Talks about digital operations, digital business, and digital foundation. These are engineering and R&D services, where we have product engineering, platform engineering, and operations technologies, and see some of the key elements like embedded software, PLM, MES, plant automation. Then we have verification and validation, that is the testing services. This slide showcases the investment that HCL has made in the platforms, products and platforms areas, where we have acquired some of the products from IBM, where we are continuously innovating and adding more value to it, and also some of our partner offerings, which we have coupled together to go to the market and service our global customers. Quickly, our overall strategy is based on mode 1, mode 2, mode 3. Mode 1 is all about efficiency and reliability, which is being covered under application services, infrastructure management, engineering and R&D services, digital process operations. This is contributing to roughly 63% of our revenue. Mode 2 is all about agility and user experience and new areas like digital analytics, IoT, cloud native, and digital engineering. And today's topic is all about digital engineering. This mode 2 is contributing to 20% of our revenue. And finally, products and platforms, where we are doing innovation and product development, upgrades, product support to our global customers. This is contributing to 16% of our revenue. Some of the key industries where HCL is present and focusing on financial services, manufacturing, technology and services, which includes partners like Microsoft, Google, AWS, SAP. Others are like telecommunication, media entertainment, retail, and CPG. We also do a lot of work for life sciences and healthcare, particularly in the pharmaceutical industry and the medical device industry. And some of these verticals are also being brought to Vietnam, from where we'll be servicing our global customers and also attracting new business in these areas. This is our global coverage: 225 delivery centers, 58 innovation labs across 50 countries, 157 nationalities, starting from Japan, going all the way to the west coast of the US, and then from Nordic region in the north, even Canada, and going down to Brazil and South Africa and Australia, New Zealand. So a global coverage, and we are supporting from different delivery centers. Apart from delivery centers, we also have our sales and marketing offices in many of these countries. This is our focus area for Vietnam. The circle on the left are the key verticals which we are bringing, which will be servicing from Vietnam. So financial services is an important one, particularly banking. Apart from that, we have medical devices, pharmaceuticals, high-tech, manufacturing, automobiles, and retail and CPG. The gray boxes on the right are the services that are going to be delivered from here: application services, application and systems integration services, engineering and R&D services, IT infrastructure and management, products and platforms. Our overall objective is to have the global delivery center that we have set up in Vietnam to service our global customers, our regional customers, which includes Southeast Asia, which includes other countries in Asia like Japan and Taiwan and South Korea, Apart from that, doing local business in Vietnam and delivering to our local domestic business through Vietnam. With this, I would like to hand over to my colleague TS to talk about today's session, which is all about digital engineering. Over to you, TS.
Okay, very good morning, my dear colleagues and the members of Vietnam. And I would like to invite everyone by saying Chào mừng Vietnam, Chào mừng Nam, Toila Srinivasan Tothatri. Means welcome Vietnam, welcome Team Vietnam, and I am Srinivasan Tothatri. I hope first of all, I apologize everyone to everyone that this is on a Saturday, but Saturday is a very good day to learn new things, to know new things, to understand new friends. So from that perspective, I am personally excited, thrilled, and very happy to interact with each one of you today. What we do in HCL, especially my division, I head the Industry 4.0 digital engineering, connected products and services, and that encompasses mega industries across the world in Industry 4.0 under the Industry 4.0 umbrella. I handle industrial, automobile, aero, medical devices, and pharma. And what do? We go digital. We softwareize devices. We softwareize, cars, air, automobiles, and whatnot. So, in the journey of Industry 4.0, the world is undertaking. HCL plays a very pivotal role. And I am very happy to come to Vietnam, set up a great team in Vietnam in the identified sectors of medical devices, pharma, aero, and automobile, especially autonomous driving, and the connected factory, and connect, and that includes artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and the whole gamut of things. So it's a great day. So today we will briefly touch upon why we do, what we do, where we do, so that we have a bird's eye view of an understanding on what our point of view is, our vantage point, and where we would work together to enhance the customer experience and customer delight of HCL's list of customers and expanding our business and operate in Vietnam as one of the main center of technology centric engineering delivery. So in this session we will very quickly go through what is our point of view on Industry 4.0. What did we do in connected products and services, especially digital engineering platforms in aero, auto, industrial, medical devices, pharma, all those things. Give a bird's eye view of what we do. And more importantly, we will also tell what does it mean to be in HCL? What is the career architecture from where to where you can grow, or all the way up or all the way top, or horizontally grow. And we will also tell you what we do in autonomous driving, AD, autonomous driving platforms, and some of the alliances like Nvidia, who are all the forefront of ADAS, electrical vehicles, autonomous driving, and those related platforms, AI, ML, deep learning, data ingestion, storage platforms, and the whole gamut of things. I welcome every one of you towards an interesting journey into Industry 4.0 and to HCL Vietnam. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is a very small team with me. We don't work alone. So next time when I want to present it, along with me, I have a lot of Vietnam experts from Vietnam, from consultants, program managers, technologists, architects, you know, and consulting people or so. This is my current team that operates global responsibility, and I don't want to go through in detail. And they run 100, $200 million worth of engineering, you know, digital engineering platforms, solution building, solution support, maintenance, etc., and innovation and research and R&D. Next slide, please. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, what do we do? To set the context, our vision is to network all the things in the industry, especially the networking of machines, materials, manpower, methods, processes, systems that are run for businesses and the enable organizations, mean our customer, digitally enabled, helping them in a digital transformation journey. Let it be in manufacturing, let it be in their R&D, let it be in aftermarket, supplier relationship, customer relationship, sales, marketing, everywhere. We bring in that platforming mindset. And to do that, we do a plethora of technologies and experts and also methods and processes and systems to deliver value, to deliver to our customer delight. Where we do, we involve in product design, product planning, and manufacturing engineering, and manufacturing execution systems or manufacturing operating systems, MOMs, and also associated services within a factory or outside the factory, and both for discrete industry and process industry. When we say discrete industry, it is like automobiles, cars, bikes, or you take things of Whirlpool corporations, Electrolux, and those kind of organizations. The process industry is purely like petroleum or chemical industries or cement industries and some kind of hybrid industries also. For example, any pharma company or any other company which does discrete and process both together and deliver. Why we do? Because all these industries we see a transformation. And what are all those transformation? Next slide, please. Yeah, the market that we are addressing is 100 billion. And what is driving this industry? The drive behind this industry is to do industrialization and merging the technology advancements into industrialization, to drive efficiencies, to drive growth, and to drive customer delight. So essentially, Industry 4.0 for any industry deals with three major aspects. One is business growth, two is business efficiency, three, actually, that becomes one, the customer delight and customer experience using the modern available technologies. What were not possible 50 years before, that is possible today because the technology has matured, new technologies have come in, new understanding of customers and their expectations and their business value stream and the customer delight value streams, everything is changing. So the Industry 4.0, any initiatives we do that enables a digital transformation, that digital transformation leads to business growth, business efficiency, and customer delight or the net promoter score. Next slide, please. Yeah, so what do we do in HCL? The Industry 4.0 as a brand, we call it as an expand, which is experiences, engineering experiences or technology experiences or customer delights powered by analytics and data. Data more importantly. So we design products for data, get the data, move it into platform, do analytics, intelligence, insight, and inference helps in decision making so that the decision making can be faster, more accurate, more precise, which can actually deliver growth and the revenue and or customer delights. Next slide, please. So, what we see where HCL is there, where HCL's white spaces are. We see white spaces when we face or when we observe customers are struggling in certain areas, like lack of clear vision and strategy for Industry 4.0, uncertainty about what technology choices that they need to make by combining and integrating and delivering those technologies choices into technology driven business system or the domain systems or products, how this is going to benefit to the end users as well as companies, our customers growth, and the capabilities that demand high financial investments. Mean we go to the customer, give them an optimized investment plan and implement them in stages so that they continuously realize value as they follow in their digital transformation or Industry 4.0 journey, and maximizing the business cases and projections, and more importantly the data security and safety concerns, and that is becoming a huge aspect. These are all some of the white spaces that we see across the world, and HCL is perfectly positioned, and we want to make Vietnam as our strategic place to innovate, insight, and engineer those products and services and systems. So the plans are big. So welcome to the journey. Next slide, please. So when we talk about Industry 4.0 or Expand 4.0, we talk about two major things. The industry itself is looking for those things. One is horizontal integration. When you look at an enterprise to R&D to engineering of products, then manufacturing products, and then offering services, then offering customer experiences. Whether you manufacture a nut and bolt or lathe or an autonomous car, or a simple diabetic machine to an highly efficient laser based heart or eye surgery, it all follow the same horizontal path, from enterprise thinking to innovation to engineering to manufacturing to services to experience. Once you provide that experience, you also do an aftermarket. How the customers are experiencing, how can I improve value added services, all using digitally connected data based decision. So data to databases to data stores, then intelligence to insight, information to insight, intelligence to insights and inferences. And that is a horizontal. So when we do it, how we do it in a digital transformation, which is where the vertical integration takes place from a shop floor to a top floor. It means whatever we do from an R&D to aftermarket, associated with all the engineering supplies, manufacturing supplies, and distributors, and integrating them. So it is a one whole world, complex world, which is moving this digital journey. So the digital technologies help in vertical integration and horizontal integration and provide new experiences, new products, new platforms, and new insights for their better life and better experience. Next slide, please. So how do we do? There are four areas that we play with. Customer data, all data centric world. It means that any product that the customer produces, get the data. When you get the data, then the whole analysis, the platformization, the analysis, the AI, the ML, and the domain specific channels and services, everything takes place. So that is this delivering data-centric experiences, either working with operations data or the product data or the customer data or the whole ecosystem of data. Next slide. Next, please. Next slide, please. Yeah. So how do we do it? How do we see things? We build capabilities. We build offerings that have specific impacts. The impact to the customers would be we address their business problems through technology solutions to drive what? We help the customers to apply their growth drivers and or efficiency drivers. It means any Industry 4.0 or any digital transformation program on a product or a process or a service, either they help customers in driving their growth, driving their margin, and or are driving their operational efficiency, which is the bottom line. So any digital initiative, Industry 4.0 initiative is towards a top line, which is a growth driver, or bottom line, which is the efficiency drivers. How do we do it? We do it using three major divisions, which is called connected design, connected factory, which is the bottommost. Connected design is an engineering. Connected factory is the shop floor. Rest of all, it is connected products and services that combines the whole ecosystems. It means help customers to get connected, customers and products and services on the whole ecosystem to get connected, being intelligent, being secure, and being interoperable and agile. To do that, what HCL brings in certain set of technologies, certain set of solution accelerators, which you will see it. We will put across, we will go through a couple of our IP solutions so you can get an idea on what kind of organization that you would be interested to work with, service areas, solution architects, and mostly alliances and partnerships. So we have a complete innovation ecosystem, experience ecosystem, and delivery ecosystem. Combinedly, we offer a value centric ecosystem to the customer when we offer our products or IPs or services. Next, please. So today we are going to talk about our connected products and services, right? I think previous sessions, I handle as a responsibility connected factory and connected products and services, but today we are going to talk about our connected products and services. And 10 minutes, guys, if you have 10 minutes, to end, please alert me so that I can pace it accordingly. Okay. I want to be cognizant about the time. Yeah. Next slide, please. So the value chain, as I described, we do discover, define, build, and operate. Any program that we undertake, any initiative, Industry 4.0 or digital transformation we take, we go through a discovery phase, define phase, then build phase, then operate. Thereby, we give a full life cycle experience to the customer. We have products, people, processes, methods, and a bit of madness to deliver what business demands and what customer want. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is the plethora of some of our alliances and partnerships what we have, especially on embedded sensors or from embedded devices, then all the way to enterprise applications, in between digital platforms, digital manufacturing, the edges, edge gateway, like 5G related alliances and partnerships like Ericsson and other, right? And several security, some of the products we own by ourselves today, and security, safety, and we also follow that tough industry standards. For example, in pharma or medical devices, it is FDA regulation, or Europe FDA regulation or the local countries FDA regulation, so that our products and services comply with those the data standards, those safety standards, and those regulatory standards. And our academy, we do also have some academy relationship like Carnegie Mellon University and everything. And I myself is an alumni of MIT as well. Thank you. Move forward. Forward, please. Yeah. So when you come into our unit, what you would become? So instead of getting directly into some of the case studies and what we do, what IPs, what solutions, etc., you guys would have a question of what would I become in HCL? Or if you join in HCL, what would I be? And how would I grow? Right? How fast you can grow, how better you can grow horizontally as well as vertically. So HCL offers two methods. One is a vertical growth and then horizontal growth. That means there's a technical ladder and a program management business analysis ladder. You choose what you want to be and grow. After some time, if you want to shift, then we provide training, mentoring, then you put it there, then you travel for some time and that, and try your luck as well, or your wish list as well. Okay. So like being in HCL for over 25, 26 years. So definitely I am a vivid example for that. Okay. So how do we grow? You can come and join in any of these positions as find it appropriate, and you can grow from there. What do we need? We need an energetic mind. We need a value driven, hardworking, open to learn, and happy people, or people who want to be happy. This is on a technology ladder, from digital platforms engineers to the digital senior engineers to technology heads, or a technical engineering managers to technical architect, solution architect, or a principal architect. The whole series of thing. And we also do on job education opportunities so that they can technologically keeping themselves updated. Right, we are currently in need of over 900 positions, right, and it keeps on growing in this division itself. Some of the skills are actually mentioned on the right side of the slide that you are looking at now. Next slide, please. Yeah, that is on the technical. This is on a program management. If you become a business analyst or a software engineer, then you want to go through a project management, program directorship. Today you are running a 500K US dollars program. You want to do $50 million program or $100 million engagement. This is the career path. Typically that we follow. Okay, there's nothing no new thing about it. But switching is also possible depending on your wishes, from a technology ladder to a program management, program directorship layer. So having said that, now let us go into what we do in digital engineering as a sample. Okay, next slide. So what we call our digital engineering under Expand 4.0 is called softwarization and platformization. A good softwarization would be the new car, autonomous car or connected car. Autonomous car or connected car. And that is, you softwareize the whole vehicle. Okay, it is driven by software, born by software, controlled by software, maintained by software. Similarly, a fridge or a coffee machine or a refrigerator or anything that you, or an iron box or your lights, right, or lights across the buildings, right, or roads or automobiles, trucks, vehicles, and whatnot, right? They are all driven by software, and software becomes the product. People buy cars, people buy products, not because it is a product of a hardware or an electrical or electronics, People are going to buy because how much it is softwareized, how much the end value it is going to give, how much is going to be maintenance free, how much it can be automated, or how much it understands my way of working with the refrigerator or with the bulb in your home, or your heating systems in the house, or cooling systems in the house. Everything is softwareization of that product. Once you software as the product, you have to platformize. It means you extract the data, put it, ingest the data, put it into a data store or information store. Then you do a list of data lakes, which is a meaningful aggregation or segregation of data. Then you do analytics, machine learning, deep learning, self-learning services to improve the data or improve the customer experience. And that is what we do. Go back. So to do that, we have few IPs like Picasso. It's a framework for softwareization and platformization. We will talk about it. For for automotive, aero and industrial verticals. And for medical and pharma, we have a separate IP, HCL's own IP, called Connected Assets in a Regulatory Environment, which is called CARE. These are all our flagship IP solutions. So when you join us or anything, when we start programs, you will come to know about these new ways of doing things. Or who knows, you may invent a new product within HCL and take it to other customers of HCL. Okay, HCL is always an innovating organization. That innovation spirit would never cease. Thank you. Next slide, please. Yeah, I like just go forward. All right, this is nothing. Go forward, please. This is an example of how the whole Picasso framework works. It connects cloud to all the vehicles and trucks and aircrafts, and aircraft's entertainment systems, and through dongles and everything. It also has several features. Or it can do fleet management, or it can do remote devices, or you can use your mobile to control your vehicle, or to do certain things, or you can order fleets, or you can track your vehicle or service. Quite a number of possibilities there, and it's all available in mostly available cloud platforms, native cloud platforms, or Microsoft Azure, or Amazon Web, or Google Cloud Platform, or GCP. Next slide, please. So this way I will give you a brief view of the top level is all business services. We have functional modules. Then we have core foundations on which you can switch. Right, if the customer wants Google Cloud, you just switch it, it will become a Google Cloud compliant. Else, if you want Azure, if a customer's environment is Azure, switch it, it would become Azure compliant. So it is such a good framework our team has innovated. Of course, it was my innovation too. Thank you. Next slide, please. Yeah, we have other variants, one for auto and one for aero and one for industrial, and they all carry a common framework. But when it comes to the domain specific area, the use cases vary. That is how we work. Okay. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is one of the product we have done it for a Japanese customer using these platforms and ideas. And there are about some 100,000 trucks and vehicles are actually running on the road using our platform. Means our platform lies in the near that truck, like within the hood, connected to the edge, then connected to a cloud. From cloud, it is AI and ML, the whole thing, end to end, right? Digitization or softwarization or platformization. This is one such program. Next slide, please. This is another interesting program where kitchens are getting modernized. If you go to McDonald's, if you go to KFC, if you go to Burger King, or if you go to Lava Azza or Starbucks or anywhere, you would find all the kitchen equipments. Today, the kitchen equipments are becoming modern, becoming more software or softwareized. So we redesigned the kitchen equipments, get it connected, extract various parameters and those of data, put it into the platform, make it intelligent and more intelligent. And this is being sold in at least, I would say, 5,000 units per quarter. The customer is very happy, and we do have long-term engagements, and we keep on innovating new ideas with those customers. And similar mind customer, they wanted us say that, hey, HCL, come on, you seem to be knowing the know-how of it and how to do it the quickest possible time. Can you help me? So we go into their digital transformation journey, or a softwarization transformation journey, or platformization, or AI or ML, or those kind of journey that we co-help the customers. Next slide, please. No, this is not needed. Go next please. Go next, please. Not needed. These two examples should be enough. Oh, yeah. Then this is with whatever I showed. That was basically for auto and in the automotive, off-highway equipments like trucks and heavy equipments and aero kind of customers. Now this is a medical devices and pharma. When all those previous things were implemented using our Picasso or similar products or IPs, and this is another HCL solution which would run like a hotcake. There is absolutely no competition in the world to this platform. It's called Connected Assets in a Regulatory Environment. It means that today you have a diabetic machine, right? Every day you make a diabetic, or you have a pacemaker in your heart, or you do a LASIK surgery, all right, or you do you want to do, if you are a doctor, you do surgery and you want your equipments to become more intelligent and connected and give them right direction, or you do a laser surgery on your eyes, or you do a laparoscopic surgery, or you do an everyday an intravenous injection, intravenous delivery system, or IVD systems, that exact amount of medicine have to be given at an exact time or with an exact quality and quantity, and you want to regularly ensure it. That is one. The second, once a patient actually keeps on doing it regularly, we need to monitor whether a patient actually regularly doing it. Or you have an orthopedic that you put a intelligent device during their orthopedic operation, you broke your bone, but you want to know how the program actually works, or how your equipment actually works. Today HCL has helped several of its medical devices customers, and top all the 10 of 10 top medical devices customers today are HCL's customers, and we deliver innovate products for them. We deliver to them, we support them and their customers. About 2 million 3 million customers for some devices. There are some digital platforms have 154 types of devices, support 10 million users across the globe, all designed, developed or cloud migrated or innovated by HCL. And we also do some of the interesting products are, like one chip, you keep it in a person's brain and or inside his vertebrum, backside of the vertebrum. Then it can actually monitor the customer, like the patient's behavior, especially in Alzheimer's disease or Parkinson's disease, where automatic shaking happens for the old people. Our medical innovation helping the customer to do telemedicine, telerecommendation, right, and adjust the kind of medicine sitting remotely on the other side of the globe. watching the customer's movement and injecting the right amount of electrical signals to a person's hand or legs or fingers so that he feels comfortable at an old age. So these are all some of the innovations that HCL got lived in. All are done using HCL Care platform for medical devices. We also do for pharma as well. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, this is a very, very rudimentary framework, right? We have a devices onboarding, client onboarding, global care, patient onboarding, the data ingestion and data acquisition, edge connectivity, intelligent edge connectivity, and AI and ML, AI analytics services, and reports and monitoring, and how do you do plan for a care for a specific device and customers. This is the HCL's own innovation. We implement that platform, develop additional services, and help the customers and customers happier. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. No, stay here. Yeah, so the areas that we do today had been, cardiovascular, hemodynamics, neuromodulation, vision, the eye related surgeons, parameter measuring and surgery, some of the very advanced devices, on hospital equipments like sterilization or a drug delivery, as I was telling, right? Injection and drug delivery systems, and diabetes care, and the diagnostics. Something like we work with some of our customers on DNA sequencing and genome sequencing, and some working with some academic institution and building a globally extremely large digital platform and analytics and algorithmic services for some of our customers. So this is what the exciting journey that we want Vietnam with HCL, or HCL in Vietnam. I hope you guys would be, ready to, join with us. Thank you. Next slide, please. Yeah, these are all the some of the, products, in medical devices spaces we delivered to the customers. They are in the market. Globally, they are in the market, and every devices have been connected. They just give you, some of the devices we have done. It's only sample, right? Next, please. Next slide, please. Yeah, we will talk. These are all things. The another one specifically we talk about our very focused area is autonomous driving and Nvidia. I will spend couple of minutes on that. I will not go through in detail. It's a very complex. It's a 2-3 hour thing I need to spend, but I will give you a glimpse of that. Next, please. Yeah, what do? We do certain set of services. As we do consulting services, we do transformation services. If you look at it, to vertical circles, and also operation services. It means we innovate, we consult, we build and deliver, and we support and operate. And so on connected platforms and smart services, these are all software defined, or software defined or software driven vehicles or autonomous cars, and also digital service experience like autonomous cars, front end car display, the whole bunch of things. And we offer as service catalogs to our customers, and many of the services, depending on how we grow, we would like to be in Vietnam on that. Next slide, please. Yeah, the next slide, please. Yeah, this is something that, today here we are showing a BMW, but I would like you to know that HCL has actually taken a Ford company, a Ford car, and completely transformed into an autonomous car with all those, antenna. So, like another car, Skoda, lying next to my one of my HCL companies, it can actually drive by itself on the roads. Okay, so such is our talent, and such is strength of our people, and we want the young minds, young school graduates, the experienced professionals to come and join the exciting journey of our customers and our journey with our customers in these areas. Next, please. Yeah. And how do we do it? We do a very, very large and high performance ingestion platform. Today we have it. Then we have a storage platform and also consume platform. When we talk about a consume problem, consuming that storage data, which is nothing but AI, ML, and deep learning services, which also involves high speed, high performance video analytics, graphic processes, GPU analysis, and also extremely complex algorithms. We do have certain demos, but due to the lack of time, we may not be able to show it to you. Okay, next please. Yeah, this is an academic, more academic. Let's move forward, please. Yeah, so the autonomous solutions what we have is all right. We have autonomous data platform implementation. This is the kind of skills we want to build in Vietnam also. Okay, so we are not coming to Vietnam to do a little bit of small work. We want to come to Vietnam to do the edge of the edge of the edge work. Okay, now you're right. There would be few data curation engineers, specialists, data quality engineers, autonomous development, automated development, QA, product synchronization, automated deployment. These are all technology verbose, which can know that we use it, but definitely we want to grow it in Vietnam. Next slide, please. This is one of the most complex autonomous driving platform that we have implemented, and we will be supporting them. We want to build similar complex systems from our Vietnam centers also. Just to give you, it will take half an hour for me to really explain this diagram, but for sake, we have done it, and we want to do it together in Vietnam. Next, please. Next, please. No, this is HCL's this thing. Another is our alliance called Nvidia. Nvidia GPU, graphical processor unit. This is our alliances. What we do, we want to build certain capabilities. So we do 100 to 200 people getting trained in Nvidia platforms. Then Nvidia and us are working with companies like BMW or Mercedes-Benz or Land Rovers of the world, and we do help them in autonomous platforms. Primarily there, HCL provides their engineering talent, and the domain talent comes from Nvidia. Okay, next slide, please. So what we want to offer? This is a very, very futuristic slide. Maybe this is the one and the only futuristic slide in the deck. I mean, rest of them we have expertise and experience, but this is what we want to build in Vietnam. Right? We want to have Nvidia centers can be trained locally for Asia Pacific customers or worldwide in auto or government defense or medical or smart cities or industrial manufacturing or aero, etc. And on the right hand side of the slide, you would have what are all the SDKs of Nvidia that you people will get trained. If you join HCL, when an opportunity comes in, if you join HCL, you will all get trained and code deployed and create value to our customers and improve the market value of each one of us and the company. Next slide, please. No, this is a resourcing workforce not needed. Yeah, this is one of the Drive is one of the digital platform that we have built, right? And where it does an extremely fast searching on several scenarios of traffic in an autonomous car environment. This is something one of the customers that we have delivered and delivered a POC and also delivered the platform. This is something, it's a high speed graphics. Say that, you have a lot of data. Then you give a voice command and say that give me all the scenarios of winter in snowy condition on freeways of Vietnam. Then it will search through the whole database, create all the scenarios, then more and more you can add or you can do a self-learning and deep learning system which we developed, and it is HCL owned, which the customer can use it using our services. Next slide, please. In summary, what we do is something that you know, and how we want to help out the customers, definitely that we have shared, and we know what are our differentiators are, but our differentiation will not be complete without Vietnam. We want to have a very strong presence in Vietnam. I'm also sending 2 or 3 of my my people who built the team also to Vietnam. Soon we wanted to have all Vietnam driven team. That is our vision, and I hope it happens faster, better, larger, and smarter. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Thank you, Mr. TS, and your presentations. And this sharing has also closed the main topic of our event today. So let's move on to the Q&A sessions. And yes, if you have any questions, please comment below. We're happy to answer. Vâng, và phần chia sẻ vừa rồi cũng đã khép lại những nội dung chính của chương trình ngày hôm nay. Tiếp theo đây thì xin mời các bạn đến với phần Q&A, và nếu các bạn có thắc mắc thì vui lòng để lại câu hỏi ở dưới phần comment nhé. Alright, hi, where is the first question? I think I will give it to you. Does HCL Vietnam have an internship program?
Yeah, so HCL Vietnam does have internship programs for fresh graduates and people who are still in the university in the final year, final semester. We are looking for talented graduates and students. Would be happy to evaluate them. If anybody is interested, they can share their profiles at the email link that will be given to you, and we can come back to you on the way forward.
Okay, thank you for your answers. And the second question for you, TS. Do you think it's easy to deploy this concept in Vietnam?
Pardon?
Do you think it's easy to deploy this concept in Vietnam?
What concept?
Digital engineering per se as a whole.
Oh yeah, I'm very confident on that. It needs the first 1 year or 1.5 years, like we will do it, we would come, we would do a knowledge transfer, we would do a hand holding, and we create that team. Then the team does on its own. So definitely we want Vietnam to be an independent value center. Yes, it is possible.
Yeah, thank you.
And we have done it in Philippines, we have done it in Eastern Europe, we have done it in Mexico. Trust me, Vietnam, it would be much faster.
All right, thank you. So how to bring digital technologies in the constructions industry?
Come again?
How to bring digital technologies into the constructions industry?
Into the which industry?
Construction
Industries. Primarily is a building technologies. That is a separate division. What we have is called BST, Building Sciences and Technologies. There we do quite a lot of building automation. For example, if you look at Johnson's Control or companies like Otis or companies like Johnson Elevators, everywhere, all the building and construction, they go digital the big way. So definitely, yes, building technologies is an identified micro vertical to grow digitally. We do have a few handful of customers whom we deliver digital platforms.
Thank you for your answers. Cảm ơn tất cả các diễn giả của chúng tôi ngày hôm nay và cảm ơn các Và cảm ơn các bạn đã dành thời gian đến với chương trình. Và mình biết rằng là sẽ còn rất nhiều câu hỏi cần được giải đáp. Tuy nhiên thì thời lượng của chương trình có hạn. Vậy nên ban tổ chức sẽ trả lời các câu hỏi còn lại qua email. Và trước khi kết thúc chương trình thì hãy dành khoảng 2 phút để hoàn thiện feedback form, và những phản hồi của các bạn rất quan trọng đối với chúng tôi và là tiền đề để nâng cao chất lượng của những buổi hội thảo tiếp theo. Thanks to our speakers and attendees who stayed with us until now. I know that they still have a lot of questions that need to be answered, but we are lack of time, so we will answer the remaining questions to emails. And before closing, please complete the feedback form and which is sharing in the chat box. Your feedback is very important for quality improvement in the next seminar.
Thank you.
Và hy vọng rằng là buổi hội thảo ngày hôm nay sẽ mang lại những kiến thức bổ ích cũng như giúp các bạn định hướng được tương lai. Nếu như các bạn có quan tâm đến các cơ hội việc làm tại HCL, vui lòng truy cập vào hclvietnam.com để tìm các vị trí đang tuyển dụng. Một lần nữa thì mình xin cảm ơn các vị khách mời và đã dành thời gian tham dự chương trình, và chúc mọi người một cuối tuần đầy niềm vui và ý nghĩa. So hope that today we will bring you useful knowledge as well as help you shape your futures. If you have interested in career opportunity at HCL, so please visit hclvietnam.com to find out our available jobs. So one more time, thank you for attending our virtual session today, and wish you have a very joyful weekend. So goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.